Over the years, I've paid my dues watching SEC football games in the rain, the heat, the cold, the end zone, and even in the corner of the upper deck. And I've loved every minute of it. My name is Jay Holgate, and I'm an SEC sports writer and motivational speaker. I entertain and inspire organizations with stories about my journey following SEC football. I'm living my dream job, but it's had its share of nightmares along the way. It's been rewarding, but I've had to work harder than I ever thought I would. I wanted my story to be about success at the highest levels, but instead my story is about never giving up and believing in a dream against all odds. I remember one of my first professional speeches. I worked on the speech for an entire week. There were only 3 people in the audience. I gave the best 30-minute speech I knew. Fortunately, one lady in the audience worked for CNN. The cable news network did a feature story on my company, seen nationwide. My real passion is SEC football. In 2009, the biggest game of the year was the SEC championship game with the Florida Gators ranked number 1 and the Alabama Crimson Tide ranked number 2. Both teams were undefeated. Florida had Superman, Tim Tebow. Tebow's leadership was inspirational for the whole team and a nation. The Florida Gators were fighting hard for a back-to-back championship season, and it looked like nobody could stop them. All the odds makers picked Florida to win. I didn't see it that way. I wrote the story that Alabama would upset Florida, and I guaranteed it on sports radio. Alabama did win, and decisively, 32-13, and they won the national championship too. When we moved into recruiting season, I wrote a feature story about the number 1 running back in the country that lived in the upstate of South Carolina. The battle for Marcus Lattimore became one of the biggest recruiting battles in the country. I made the case that he should play for his in-state school. I talked about the story on several sports radio shows, and the online message boards lit up. One night, at the peak of recruiting, I got a phone call from Marcus Lattimore's father. His father said they had seen my videos on YouTube, and he wanted to talk about it. That night, we talked for 2.5 hours about the remaining 2 schools still on the list. I got invited to spend the final day with the family on signing day. In the final hours, head coaches were still calling the house while I was sitting in the living room drinking iced tea. If you're watching this video, I want to encourage you to get in the game. Don't sit on the bench watching life go by any longer. Be active, be involved, create a winning strategy, and go for it. I'm enjoying the journey, and I hope you will join me as I travel the southern states talking SEC football. I'm speaking to companies, chambers of commerce, country clubs, and churches with stories about SEC football. I guarantee my events will be fun, but my main goal is to inspire people to take it to the next level. Until next time, I will see you on the ball field.